Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you for dropping in with us on another Thursday evening on the award-winning The Now You Know Show. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest granny, the most beautiful woman in the world. That's right, Queen Silvy.
The most beautiful woman in the world wants her award. Where is my money?
I thought you got that award.
She like, where's my money? Where's my money? I won.
I was pretty sure you won.
Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. Yes, I am Queen Silvy on this terrific Thursday with the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Smoothie.
Yes, Queenie.
How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, and how are you doing?
Well, as always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose, it's
Yes.
24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you know something? You're just simply
Amazing.
Yes, you are.
I know, I am amazing. Indeed, I am. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing as well as our amazing kings and queens, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, and even funny segments from the heart just for you.
Yes, ma'am.
But we also have some announcements that's amazing.
Well, yes, we do. As always, our hearts and prayers are going out to the world. Did I ask you how you're doing today?
I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I
If you
suppose.
don't know,
It's
now you know.
24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you're simply
I know.
amazing.
I just said that. I know, but we can keep doing this over and over.
I forgot if
again.
I asked.
Yes.
I like to pay attention to the details with you. Anyhow, our hearts and prayers are going out to the world. Not so full of it. And hey, everything that's going on, and as the Queen always says, just practice faith over fear.
That's right.
And if you look at the top of the screen, you're going to see a way to get hold of Queen Silvy and myself. Go to www.thequeensylvyshow.com. Go ahead and go to the contact tab. Scroll on down to drop us in your email so we can keep in contact with you.
That's right.
Also, because you are worth it, Foxy 5 Jewelry. Sassy, elegant, affordable jewelry for you and or that someone special. That's right. Go ahead and get hold of Monica Wright on Facebook or visit her at her website, www.foxy5jewelry.com. Another way to keep up with the Queen and myself is to go to our YouTube channel. When you're on YouTube, simply in the search engine of YouTube, put in The Queen Silvy Show. You'll get all three of our shows as well as other projects that the Queen and I work on. So go, and we would appreciate it while you're there on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Also, let's see, analytics. The United States,
Hey.
the United Kingdom, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, New Zealand, Jamaica, Canada, the Bahamas, Africa, Australia, and the good old US of A. Did I say that? Yes, thank you for tuning on in. We sincerely appreciate it.
Yes, we do. In fact, if you're watching this live, I want you to know Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on an archive,
Our love is everlasting.
love
Queen.
is everlasting. We love and appreciate you on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. You know, I want to give some shout outs because I have some kings and queens so deserving of a shout out, like you, Kinsley Petiniot, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kennette Rawls. Shout out to you. To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Petiniot, and Joan Mercer. Shout out to you. To Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, and Dejour, shout out to you. Shout out to my grandsons, my princess, Omari, Tyron, and Jonathan Jr. Shout out to you. To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Brianna, Alana, Precious, shout out to you. As well as Kelly and Ryan and the All-American boys, Matt and Tracy, and the All-American girls, and Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin. Shout out to you. Shout out to Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty, Franklin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, and Donna Ferry. Shout out to you, my good queens. As well as my good queens all the way in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross. Shout out to you. To my good friends in Africa, that's Swepsterito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, Princess Aria Lua, and Amy Kanema, shout out to you. Shout out to Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke 100, Lorenzo Gabaniza, James and Audrey, Nana Linda Hartley, shout out to you. And the Netherlands, Edith Verhoek, shout out my good friend to you. Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gorb Dobbs, Miguel Montibon, Joe Mass, and Brian Pearson, shout out to you. Hey. Hey. If you would love to be shouted out, If you have someone that you want us to represent, shout out, we will most definitely do that 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, special co host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Why? Because we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. So check out this resource. And when we get back, let's get it on with some super greatness just in store for you. And while you check this out, be kind and spread the word to someone else to come in as well and get some of this super greatness on the Now You Know Show.
Ooh, sassy, elegant, and affordable, fashionable
That's
jewelry
right.
for you
That's
and
right.
someone special.
I love it.
This girl.
I love it. I love it. And you know something else I love? You. I'm honored that you are here on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know Show. You are so in for a treat. We will be showcasing at the end of the show a fantastic new release of a song from a hip hop rapper. Oh, she's more than a hip hop rapper. I'm going to tell you that and more. Plus, she's over 70 years old. Bad, baby. Like, hot. So you're in for a treat from Diane Pinky Harmon. But let's get things going with our greatness that we have in store for you. Pamela Anderson has been so busy making so many appearances, speaking engagements, so much work put in to helping the community, helping the world in conjunction with the Alzheimer's Association, her local church, and as well as the Queen Silvy Show. So sit back. You are in for a treat with You Are Not Alone. Dementia Talk with Pamela.
Hello, and I hope your day is going well. And I thank you for watching. You're not alone. Dementia Talk with Pamela. Now, I am Pamela Anderson, and I'm a former caregiver for my mom, Michele Boyd, who had dementia. Now, in order to fix and find a solution for any problem, first, you have to be made aware of it. And this also applies to Alzheimer's. So I feel the need to help raise awareness to help others go through what I went through, being the sole caregiver of my mom. I continue to raise awareness by sharing my story and my journey, and I hope to encourage others to take action. Because everyone should care, because it does affect so many of us. Now, my connection with the Alzheimer's disease is personal. So I want to be part of the solution. So that's why I'm inviting you to a Purple Sunday. Now, Purple Sunday is an Alzheimer's presentation in partnership with the AME Church to generate awareness throughout the African American community about the Alzheimer's disease and resources. Now, getting older is the strongest risk factor. Your family history and genetics are ranked second. And there is also the fact that older African Americans are twice likely to get Alzheimer's than older white Americans. Now, we do have some Alzheimer's celebrity champions, and they are our public figures who use their voices to support the fight to end Alzheimer's. They take Alzheimer's personally also. They share their stories, and they share their stories out loud. And they go purple. and that's to generate awareness, and they do it for their families. Now, to name a few, we do have Samuel Jackson, Anthony Anderson, Vivica Fox, Jackie Harry, Brian Gumbo, and there's lots more out there. And we all suffer the same heartbreak of having someone who has nurtured us, has taken care of us, and has loved us unconditionally, where they reach a point where they cannot even call your name. So you need to be aware. As I said, there is a Purple Sunday event, which is an Alzheimer's awareness event in Toledo, Ohio, Sunday, April 16th, 2023. And it is at Warren AME Church at 915 Collingwood Boulevard. And that's at their 11 a.m. service with Pastor Otis J. Gordon Jr. And all is welcome. So let's support the vision, a world without Alzheimer's. So next week, we'll find out how you're coping with daylight savings time and seasonal changes and Alzheimer's. So tune in. Now, this is Pamela Anderson, and I am here for you. And I can be reached on my Facebook support group page. You're not alone. Dementia Talk with Pamela. And I do want you to remember that you are not alone.
Remember, you are not alone. You may have some issues going on, something that's not diagnosed, misdiagnosed, or something's going on with a family or a friend. Listen, go to the Facebook group page. There's so much there, resource, information, and love. You are not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam. That's the Facebook group page. Please go there and tune in next week for some more updated information and happenings going on with Pamela Anderson. Thanks for coming aboard the platform, Pam. So, LP.
Yes, ma'am.
LP in his segment will either have you hungry, or have you saying, hell to the no, I need that stuff.
Yeah, one of the two, I guess.
He goes around the United States testing out fast food restaurants. And thank you, by the way, for everyone who sends in recommendations for fast foods for him to try out. This week he is in Texas at a place called Zaxby's, checking out the deluxe chicken sandwich. Let's check it out on his segment, LP Flavor Review.
As you can see, we went to Zaxby's. I didn't know they had one so close to where I be at. Down here in the great state, Texas. We went and got that Zaxby's Deluxe Chicken Sandwich. As you can see. It's kind of small looking, compared to the other chicken sandwiches as far as size and width and length. But it has a nice, big, huge filet. Oh, and there goes those pickles. I'm slacking on my pimping, man, when it comes to these pickles. But it got some bacon and cheese and the signature Zaxby sauce with those pickles that I must eject. Okay, but that's that. As you can see, it's a nice butter brochure bun, This is Zaxby's. I never had Zaxby's before. Signature Deluxe chicken sandwich. You know, everybody want to have that same make mac sauce on their shit. You know what I mean? But let's check it out, man. Here we go. Zaxby's Deluxe Chicken Sandwich. One thing that I can say is that the chicken is nice and big and juicy. It has a lot of grease on it, but it also has a KFC type of vibe to it, you know, as far as the texture and the taste and the spices on the seasoning on the chicken. You know, cheese makes it real good. I can't really taste that sauce that much, but it has a KFC vibe to it. I don't know if you can see the grease all on the bun, but it's like a grease factory. Cheese and the bacon was good, but if you're gonna call it a deluxe, you gotta put lettuce and tomatoes on that bitch. Zaxby's, this chicken sandwich right here, I don't think it's competing with anybody. You know, a deluxe means lettuce and tomatoes, not just cheese and bacon. I mean, the chicken is good. It reminds me of KFC, but nothing really makes it stand out on its own. It's always tasting like something different. That's something that's already been done, like KFC and like Kayne's. But you know, it's greasy as fuck. You know, that being said, man, I get this Zaxby's Deluxe Chicken Sandwich 5.2. Thank you for tuning in to LP's Flavor Review. Like and subscribe, and let me know what to smash next, yo. And also, don't forget to support your local DoorDasher.
That was interesting. What I find interesting is the damn cheese. Come on, man. If I order something with cheese, I want to know that that food is hot. My cheese is melting, not sitting there like cardboard. Oh, that gets me like, ugh.
5.2 all day long.
Man, you ever went to a restaurant, you brought your own cheese? I don't play that about my cheese.
I try not to.
But, you know, it is what it is. I haven't tasted, but it looks like a big piece of chicken. I don't know. Have you tried it? Zaxby's down in Texas. Let me know.
I never heard of the place, and I don't like the idea it's all just greasy.
Well, you know what? It is what it is, and you wouldn't know unless LP brought it to your attention. Hey, thank you, LP, for coming aboard the platform and today, making me not want that. Making me not want that sandwich. I mean, excuse me. On this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Hey, if you didn't know, what Smooth?
Now you know.
That's right. So moving along with superstar Kayne Petiniot, born blind and autistic. He is a man of God, Christian rapper doing some fantastic things. Has some great music in store. We'll tell you how you can go and get yourself hooked up with that. But in the meantime, get the blessings on with his segment, God's Word to be heard with Kayne.
Hey, what is up? God bless you guys. This is Superstar Kayne Petiniot here for another edition, excuse me, of God's Word to be heard. And so in today's lesson, I really want to talk about a very interesting topic that I bet you a lot of people are asking. And that is, will we know our family members up in heaven? How will we know them? I know many of us have probably heard different things of how we will know them. And I just want you to know we will know each and every single family member that we've ever known and loved over the years. We will know them up in heaven just as how we knew them here on earth. Now, if there's one thing I don't do, I don't sugarcoat. So please do not get me wrong. And what I'm about to say, this lesson, what I'm about to say right here might hurt you guys, and I'm not trying to do that. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm not trying to hurt you guys or scare anyone, make anyone upset or anything. But as we all know, the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16, not 16, I'm sorry, chapter 3, verse 3, it says, unless a man be born again, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So if any family members of yours did not accept Christ into their heart, as sad as it might be to say, but they didn't make it up into heaven. But if we knew their heart and God knew their heart and they did accept Christ, then yes, we will all know them up in heaven. And I have numerous scriptures that is going to back this up. So if you guys will just give me a minute here, because I've got notes here that will help me back this up here. So in Revelations chapter 10, verses 6, Revelation chapter 6, verse 10, it says, we read, they shouted to the Lord and said, O sovereign Lord, holy and true, how long before you judge the people who belong to the world and average our blood for what they have done to us? You can infer that souls under the altar crying out for vengeance know in heaven and can see these on earth who wronged them. And so it's reasonable to think they would also know these they knew on earth in heaven. And in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13 and 18, it also reads, brothers and sisters, we do not want you to be uninformed about those who sleep in death, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind, who have no hope. For we believe that Jesus died and rose again. And so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in him. Now, I want you guys to think about that for a minute. All of those people who have died and been buried alive, or not buried alive, I'm sorry, buried in the graves, no grave will ever hold us down. When God's timing comes, and all of us, when God comes to get us all, we will all rise up and we will all meet with each other in the air with Jesus. Think about that for a minute. A huge family reunion. I'm telling you, that would be the biggest family reunion, you guys, that anyone could ever even think about. That is something I really hope blesses you guys. I love you very much. Thank you so very much for listening. You guys can find me on Facebook, Kayne, Kayne, Petiniot, Petiniot, YouTube under Kayne, Kayne, the Christian rapper, also TikTok and on Messenger. I love you guys. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you.
Thank you, superstar Kayne Petiniot, for coming aboard this platform. Most definitely a blessing and making a difference worldwide. Oh, get more. I tell you, where you want to find some great Christian hip hop rap is on his YouTube page. Kayne, the Christian rapper, go on and get the hookup. I won't tell nobody, but go on and get the hookup. In fact, spread the word to someone else and subscribe when you get there. I love looking at this guy.
I love looking at you, too.
Yeah. You know what else I love? The realness, the keep it realness, the all around realness from Vonda Vision and what she brings to the platform. Hey, whatever she feels like talking about, whatever strikes her that she hears in the news or the neighborhood, no matter what it is, she's going to bring it to you and she's going to keep it real. Sometimes, I bet you didn't know until today, and now you know. So let's find out what she's talking about today. But before we do, come on, President. The president of the Happy Black Sheep Club is going to show you.
Oh, am I the president again?
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, bye.
There it is. Did you catch it? Well, listen to mine. Haha, late. Gotcha. But nevertheless, I hope you are a happy black sheep as well, because guess what?
It's
the
time.
name of her segment, Happy Black Sheep. Check it out right here on Now You Know Show.
Hello. It's me, Vonda Vision, aka Happy Black Sheep. What are y'all doing, Black? Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you are doing wonderful. You know I got some shit to talk about, right? So let's go ahead and jump on into this shit, right? So, incident happened where a young man has passed. Mr. Green, I send sympathy to you and your family for your death. And I'm sorry, but I am going to use you as an example. This young man was 27 years old and he passed. Not a celebrity, not a doctor or lawyer, or, somebody of importance, as some people may think. But he was a young man that breathed this air on earth. And he was somebody that couldn't change his atmosphere. A lot of times, we get into people's business and they say this and that, and oh, well, I'm going through this, and oh, my boyfriend, and we all do that. We have somebody that we confide in when we're talking about our relationships, and that's wonderful and that's fine. Sometimes my advice, because it is so easy for me, sometimes I forget that people have to live and learn. And the last thing that I told this young man was to change his atmosphere. I told him to change his atmosphere. But Miss Vonda, yeah, change your atmosphere, honey. If you're having an issue and there's problems, and he was always having problems, and you could tell, looking at his face, looking into his eyes, looking into his soul, you could see that it was turmoil, it was craziness, it was just beyond. Let's just call it that. It was beyond. The shit was beyond. He needed to change his atmosphere. That was the last conversation that I told him. I didn't worry about what he was talking about because, I don't really get into people's business like that. You know what I mean? Because once you get into people's business, you get kind of biased, Don't want to have that. Don't want to have that on my shoulders. So I told him to change his atmosphere. And I want to pass that along. I got to pass that along again. Change your atmosphere. If you're doing something where you're passing out and getting robbed and just all these bad things are going on in your life, and you can't get your feet on the ground to get that hold, you need to change your atmosphere. If you don't have any friends that will tell you that, you need to change your atmosphere. Everybody needs some kind of friend that can tell you, hey, you fucking up. If you don't have a friend like that, you need to find you one. Call me. I'll damn tell you. Because it's a point in time where somebody got to say, stop. Just stop. Before it's too late. I didn't know this young man as deep as a lot of other people did. I don't know if it's my fault or just circumstances and the way it happened. But I do know that I gave him my insight of what I saw. A piece of it. Because a lot of people can't handle Vonda vision. Okay? A lot of people can't be in this box. They can't handle that box. Because it's a strong ass box to be in. Okay? So it's like, change your atmosphere. If you need help, seek help. Seek help. It's okay. It's okay to seek help. Nobody condemns you for that. Always look out for your elderly. Always check on them, okay? As always, I'm Vonda Vision. Y'all be careful. And if you need to change your atmosphere, go ahead and do so, okay? Find me on Facebook or Twitter. See you later. On Instagram too. Bye.
She speaks and tells it like it is. Thank you so much, Vonda Vision, for coming aboard this platform. Definitely keep it real.
Well, she got a point.
She has a real good point. Hey,
I think we've all known people that have gotten kind of lost, so to speak, either with their crew that they're hanging out with, or drugs, or whatever.
Or just the
alcohol,
emptiness from a lot of things going on
loneliness
in your life.
can do it too.
You need someone in your life, and I'm telling you, she said it right. Call her. Hey, call Smooth. It's like, call Smooth. No,
Hey,
you can
holler.
call
Hey, you
me
can call
as
me.
well. Yes,
You
we are
feeling that
always here
desperate?
for you.
Give me a call. Shoot.
We are always here for you. You
I
can go
hate
to
to
the
see it.
church. They have many hotlines you can call. Yeah,
I'd rather spend time with somebody than the
You're
regret
worth it.
I didn't.
right. You are worth it. Definitely are worth it. Thank you so much. Continue to follow Vonda Vision, as she said, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I look forward to next week for so much more greatness in store for you. You know what else is in store for you is Queen Kennette Rawls and her motivating, inspirational segment that she brings from her heart, from her experience, to keep you uplifted and living life focused on you is the name of her segment. And this is what we have for you right now. Check it out.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Living Life Focused on You. My name is Kennette Rawls, and it is a pleasure for me to speak to you guys tonight from my heart to yours. Living life focused on you and me. Tonight is March the 23rd, 2023, and tonight's focus point is the game changer. Focus on the game changer in your life. The game changer. This week is going to be a game changer for you. Let me say this. If it's something in your life that you feel that you're not winning at, trust and believe that you can come back from anything, any obstacle, any adversity that comes your way. You see, for example, if you watch a football game or a basketball game and it seems like the other team is winning, and you say, oh my goodness, they're winning, they're leading by 15 points, or they're leading by 5 points, or they're leading by 2 points. It doesn't even matter. In your life, if it feels like you're not winning to yourself, know that you can turn it around and you can come on up and win that game. In your life, you can change it around in a positive way and you can be a game changer for yourself. When others think that you have lost and you cannot make it and you cannot overcome, trust and believe in yourself that you can and you will overcome. There is nothing in life that we have to fail at. Yes, we do have games and championships and things like that, but we're all winners. There is no losers in life. You may feel like you have lost in something in your life, but let me tell you, you have not. The game changer starts within yourself. To know that you are worthy, that you are unique, and that you are purposely designed, and that what is meant for you is for you. You see, when I started this segment of living life focused on you, I had it in my mind that I was going to improve myself along with bringing a word of encouragement and inspiring words to you guys from my heart. You see, I'm in this life and you're in this life and we're all trying to make a difference. We're all trying to get somewhere in life. There is no competition when it comes to the game changer in your life. The GAME changer. When that game changer in your life, that focus point of being a game changer, when you think all else has failed, trust and believe you can come back from anything. Anything that has happened in your life, you can turn it around and come back. Please know this. Don't give up on yourself this week. Know that you can make a difference in your own life, and there's someone out there that's looking up to you. It could be anybody, your children, your husband, your wives, whatever. We are worthy. Please don't give up on yourself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you can and you will overcome. Know that nothing in your life causes you to be a loser. You're not a loser in this life. You can and you will overcome. A game changer this week and living life focused on you and me. Focus on this week to know that you can make a game changer in your life and that you will never lose. Don't quit. Keep going. I can be reached at Facebook, Kennette Rawls, and my Instagram is Miss K2U224. I look forward to next week. You guys, remember, focus point, the game changer in your life. You can and you will overcome. There is no losers in this life. Trust and believe you can come back from anything. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Queen Kennette Rawls, for coming aboard the platform, making a worldwide difference. It means so much.
Talking common sense, too.
Very, very much. Hey, game changer. I even like that word. What? A game changer. What? Get out my face. Just kidding.
That's right.
But continue to follow Kennette Rawls on Facebook. Look for next week. Go on to get yourself in line if you must.
Mm-hmm.
But join us next week for even more with Living Life Focused on You. That's right. You know, aside from living life focused on you, you must empower yourself, equipping you with the necessary things to gain your courage, confidence, self-esteem, and get out in that world and handle your business. You must have, she tells you all the time, a blue pen and a piece of paper. Anything, any kind of piece of paper, envelope, garbage bag, whatever it is. Jot down some notes, take heed of that, and give yourself some homework. Love yourself. You are definitely worth it. I'm looking forward to my homework this week as I enjoy, as you sit back and enjoy Empowering Moments with Michi, right here on Now You Know Show.
Hey loves, welcome to Empowering Moments with Michi. I am Michele Boyd, certified life coach, women's empowerment strategist. I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, I'm that problem solver all my family and friends come to when they're facing challenges. I am a survivor of domestic violence. There is a word that is a child's favorite word. It's probably about the first word that they ever really learn. That word is no. That's because no is a power word. No gives you the power over your decisions and over your freedom and over your time, because your time is valuable. When you learn the power of no, you learn to set boundaries for yourself. That's why learning what your core values are. When you learn your core values, you'll learn what your boundaries are, what you'll stand for and what you won't stand for. And when someone crosses that line, you can say no. Loves, remember, you have the right to say no. You have the right to say no when it's someone else's inventory, meaning someone else's issue. You have the right to say no if you feel that you've been taken for granted, if you feel that you've been mistreated. You have the right to say no when it's something you don't want to do. You have the right to say no when there's something else you'd much rather do. But you also must know when to say no. You must learn to say no when you're stressed or when you feel overwhelmed, because life is busy. We're all doing things, and some people are givers. Some people want to always help someone, but we have a problem saying no. So learning to say no when you're stressed or overwhelmed will give you a chance to set back, reset, regroup, and get back out there in the game of life. You must learn to say no when you're already doing too much. Some of us have so much on our plates, and we just can't say no at all. And it leaves us being stretched beyond our limits, and then we have a big mess. We must learn to say no when we're tired, or when we're sick, when we don't feel well. You can't do too much if you don't feel well. We must learn to say no when it takes away from our values and our wishes. Again, learn what your core values are. You can Google it. From there, pick the top 5 to 7 ones that really stick out. That way you'll know what you stand for. And if someone crosses that line, that is a boundary, then you have the right to say no. We must learn to say no when we need me time. We give a lot to others. We give to our family, our kids, our parents, our other relatives, our friends, but we also need to take time for ourselves. So make sure that you are taking me time for yourself, okay? I am Michele Boyd, certified life coach, women's empowerment strategist. My Instagram handle is Heaven Sent Life Coaching, ATL, or you may Google Heaven Sent Life Coaching, LLC. Until next time, loves, peace, love, and roll easy.
Peace, love, and roll
Roll
easy.
easy, yeah.
That's what she said. You heard it right here from Queen Michele Boyd. Thank you so much, Michele, for coming aboard this platform, making a difference. And you were so right, very right. Because, like, if I have some me time and I said no, I don't care, smooth, I don't care. Anybody, if I say no, don't catch the bus over. You wasting your time. Don't drive all the way and waste your gas. I still said no, and I won't open my door. Because I said no. Leave me alone, eh?
What'd I tell you?
I'm just being for real. No, really, I am on this terrific Thursday. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you are having a great time enjoying this greatness that we are bringing to you. It's so special and it is so great. In fact, we have a showcase music video from, I think,
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to
Diane
that.
Pinky Harmon is 72 or 3. Well, she may be 72 or 3 on her ID card, but she is a straight hottie doing her thing. Her words is impactful, and you're going to find out in just a few moments. But we're going to get it on with Studio Catz.
And before we get to that, let's get to the scats.
Yes, right. Phantom Frost is renting out the studio from his cats to do his segments. They're so nice and clean. In fact, you may see them periodically. That's because they run
Landlords, yeah, they
Yes.
check up on him.
Yes, but it is great. He is an electronic dance music composer, songwriter, and extraordinaire, bringing shedding light to the whole world of this realm of music. So stay tuned, sit back, and enjoy Studio Catz on Now You Know Show.
Hey, welcome to Studio Catz. I had planned to make a production video of me making a track, so it gives you a sense of an idea of how I create my tracks with my new technique. My old technique, I'm phasing it out because it's just become too simple and I've become too complacent to making mediocre stuff. So I have a new album that's coming out here within, I would say within a month. I've been holding off on it and I didn't realize it had been that long. But anyway, I was going to make you a track of that. However, the audio or the video that I shot is about 30 minutes long. And in editing it down, I cannot get it down to the time of 5 minutes. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. If I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to be doing, first what I do is I'm going to get an inspiration. That could be a movie, that could be a video game, that could be an idea, that could be another song. I could be playing a song in here, somebody else, a new artist that I have found, and then get an idea to, some artists will try to duplicate what they hear from that artist, or they will try to get something that has a feel or a sounds like it or something like that. That to me is a good way to do it, but you also don't always come out with something that sounds original. It sounds like you're trying to copy somebody else because you have a lot of inspiration from it. Now, a lot of my inspiration comes from finding new music, finding new artists, finding new sources of inspiration. And as of late, I have to say that I have not been looking actively. I've been complacent as well, just listening to my old stuff or listening to artists that I always would listen to. So I'm trying to break out of that by stating what my policy, or not my policy, but my process is. My process used to be a pack of loops that I would make a track and then I would play over top of it, but it was always a live production. I have so much equipment in here, and yet I was only using the iPad for a lot of it. I would do a track over top of it usually, but most of the stuff was live. So there was stuff in there that I put in there that does not sound well in there, but I put it in there because I couldn't do anything else. And a lot of that stuff are just live tracks that I recorded, and that was the best recording of that track. Mostly it was spontaneous stuff, but I have to force myself to make something in a creative way using the gear that I have here. And that could mean not coming up with something after about 6 or 7 hours of working on it, and it could be in the first 20 minutes I get something. So anyway, my process is to make a rhythm, or I call it a groove, but some people call it a beat, which is a popular thing. But from that, I kind of use that as a seed in order to make more tracks over top of it. Once I have that seed or that groove or that beat or whatever you want to call it, once I have that in there, then I go and I start adding instruments. Usually after the seed or the beat, whatever you want to call it, I'll put in a bass line. That bass line can be totally inspired by the groove that I have. Mostly the groove will have some kind of rudimentary bass in it, or it'll have drums playing in it. and then from there I'll add in the bass over top of it, and then piano or a synth or something like that, and then many times I'll do the drum over top of it. I'll add a drum track to that, and then if the drum track sounds better than the actual original groove, I'll take the drums out of the groove, and then see if the house that I just built from that idea, let's call them the blueprint, if I built that from that, if it stands by itself when I take away the original groove, then it's a good song. If it does not stand, if it sounds like it's missing something, then I'll try to isolate what is missing from it that could make it stand on itself. Sometimes it's the synth riff that's playing in it. Sometimes it's the beat. That one's usually easy because I can mimic the beat and add something over top of it. But most of the time, when I take away that groove, the house of cards falls because it doesn't sound good. It sounds very uninspired. It sounds very manufactured. And to me, that doesn't come up as good. So when I'm doing my inspiration, when I'm doing 20 or 30 minutes of inspiration and put stuff together, what I'll do is make sure that it has a lot of this stuff that I already want to put in it, and then I add to it with other instruments. Sometimes I can't get any further on it. It's kind of like an algebra problem. Sometimes you cannot get to the answer. You just have to work it as far as you can. I have hundreds of tracks like that in my computer that I come back to periodically. I'll go back to them and see if I want to do anything with them. Anyway, we're coming up on a time limit here, so I'm going to wrap this up and catch you all later, and keep the music playing. This is Phantom Frost out.
You know I'm a championship seat dancer. I was over here just do 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 do. And you can get that and more. Keep following Fanthom.
I thought that was
Frost.
interesting. And Silvy and I was talking during the segment. I said it reminds me of my ditto. I got a little ditto that I can use with my guitars, and I can lay down tracks on top of one another, play a bass line, maybe put a little drum line in, and then play off. Yeah, it's kind of slick.
We be jamming. No, we don't. We are some music heads. We be putting it down right here in the studio. But I tell you what, Phantom Frost puts it down even more. Go and follow him on all the platforms. Phantom Frost, you will find him there. But you can also find him next week right here on the Now You Know Show. Thank you very much, Phantom Frost, for bringing that funk, bringing that groove, and
that was nice,
and the lessons and knowledge that goes with the package. Mm-hmm. Indeed. You know, it's that time. It's that time where I want to thank you for continuing and hanging with us here. We are almost at that point. But, this is the point where I like the Now You Know Show question of the week. That is where people, good kings and queens from all over, video in their answer to the weekly show question of the week. Smooth, what is the weekly show question?
I'll see what the show question may be.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What foods make you gag?
Ugh. I wanted to say Zaxby's chicken sandwich,
greasy sandwiches,
but I won't go there. What I will do is show Pamela Anderson, Phantom Frost, and Diane Pinky Harmon. Let's find out what makes them gag.
Hi, now this is Pam, and I'm here to answer the question of the week for Now You Know. What food or foods make me gag? It's not so much a food that makes me gag, but when I find eggshells in my eggs, I gag. Can't stand eggshells in my eggs, can't eat them and won't eat them. If I go to a restaurant and order eggs and I find eggshells in my eggs, I won't go to the restaurant anymore. I eat a lot of eggs, scrambled, fried. I love bacon and eggs. So when I prepare my eggs, I do separate them one at a time, crack them, make sure there's no shells in them, before I combine them and scramble them. Now, this is Pam, and I thank you for listening to me. And I can be reached on my Facebook support group page. You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. And I will not eat eggs with eggshells in them because they make me gag.
Hey, Phantom Frost here. Today's question is going to be, what is one food that makes you gag? And honestly, I had to really think about this one hard because there's a lot of food that's not prepared well that I wouldn't eat or I would stay away from. Like, for instance, my ex-wife's goulash recipe is very watery and I don't like it. However, if it's prepared well, I'd probably eat a lot of things, except for one thing that would make me actually gag, and that's eating oysters. It's like swallowing a snot ball. So that would actually make me gag. So anyway, that's the question. Phantom Frost out. Keep the music playing.
It's Diane Pinky Harmon. I'm going to be answering today's question. What food makes me gag? Glad you asked that, Queen Silvy. Mushrooms. I won't eat them. When I grew up, my mother kept on saying, you eat mushrooms, you're gonna die. They're poisonous. So I never eat mushrooms. And if by accident they're on my plate, I gag on them. Have a pink positive day, everyone.
Well, now you know.
That's interesting. It really is interesting.
Let's see,
Even
eggshells, oysters,
yeah.
and mushrooms.
Phantom Frost is putting his friend or ex-friend, I don't know. He's like, man, you
By
put
his
my
wife's
wife's
cooking.
food."
Yeah, watery.
That is so funny. I'm loving it.
But I like. I'm not going to eat eggshells in my. Yeah, I have to agree. I don't appreciate having eggshells in my egg, but I'm not going to send it back. But
Well, there are so many things
mushrooms, you know, I like
that will make
mushrooms,
me
so-
gag. I am not even going to roll the scroll out on that. Message me, I'll hip you to it.
especially pissobellin.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, let's continue on. Let's continue on with Michele Boyd, Kennette Rawls, and Kayne Petiniot and find out what makes them gag.
Makes them gag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim and everyone. I'm Michelle. I'm here to answer the question of the week, which is, what food makes you gag? Green peas. I think some people call them English peas, but I don't like the smell of them. I don't like the taste of them. I could probably eat them in maybe some fried rice, but other than that, no. I will not eat them on a boat. I will not eat them with a goat. I will not eat them in the air. I will not eat them anywhere. No green peas for Michelle. I am Michele Boyd, certified life coach, women's empowerment strategist. My social handle on Instagram is Heaven Sent Life Coaching ATL. Until next time, bye.
Hello, hello. Hi, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. This is Kennette Rawls from Virginia. It is my pleasure to answer your question for the week. The question is, which food makes you gag? Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, I do not like spinach. Oh my goodness. I cannot eat the cooked spinach, but I can eat the fresh spinach that bees on salads, but I just can't eat it cooked. Spinach is not my choice of food. Thank you so much for allowing me to answer your question for the week. I can be reached at Facebook, Kennette Rawls, and my Instagram is Miss K2U224. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day and a great week. Thank you.
Hey, what is up? God bless you guys. This is Superstar King Petiniot here to answer this week's question. What is one food that makes you gag? And that is actually a perfect question. I mean, I can pretty much eat anything as long as it's not raw. Like, I cannot stand raw onions. any vegetable has to be cooked. I can't eat any vegetable raw. And I cannot eat pickles on burgers. No. That's but if any vegetable is like cooked, I'll definitely be able to eat them for sure. But if they're raw, unless they're dipped in something, I cannot eat them. That is this answer for this week, you guys.
And now you know.
Thank
you, everybody.
guys. That's interesting. So now I know when I invite you over what things not to make you gag.
Or we know what to serve them.
No, I'm not like that. Smooth will bring you some pickles to use. No.
Did you say pickles?
No, we will not do that. And you know what? I'm honored and thankful that you come aboard the platform, showing and telling and sharing. This make a difference. In fact, you're more than welcome to come aboard and participate with the show question of the week, or perhaps if you have a motivational inspiration, a gift, a knowledge, something you like to bring to the platform with your own segment, hit us up at queensylvy@comic.com. Go to the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, or where you're viewing or listening to this, and my good man Smooth will make sure we get that information and get you taken care of indeed. Before we get into, what's that?
I said, we'll try.
We definitely do. We aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, and topics from around the world just for you. So before we get into this wonderful song, I'm Too Cold by Diane Pinky Harmon, you just saw her do the show question of the week. I want to thank you. Thanking you for taking the time for being here. I am honored that you are here, that you spread the word for others to also come in and get some of this greatness. I thank you, Pamela Anderson. You're not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam, LP and LPs Flavor Review. Kayne Petiniot, superstar. Kayne Petiniot and God's Word to be Heard. Vonda Vision and Happy Black Sheep. Michele Boyd and Empowering Moments with Michi. Kennette Rawls and Living Life Focused on You. Phantom Frost and Studio Catz. Everyone that participated this week with the Now You Know show question of the week: Pamela Anderson, Phantom Frost, Diane Pinky Harmon, Michele Boyd, Kennette Rawls, and Kayne Petiniot. Thank you so very much. We are honored and appreciative. Now, Smooth, before we get to this, tell everyone, how can we be followed?
Simply Google us. More importantly, like at the top of the screen, www.thequeensylvyshow.com, or go to YouTube and just simply type in The Queen Silvy Show.
We are Googleable everywhere, always here for you, no matter what. And I want to introduce to you, write this down so that you can follow her, Diane Pinky Harmon. That's right. You can follow her on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. She's hot on TikTok and hot on Facebook and Instagram. She is a retired education teacher from the LA school system. Twice she's went out for the Los Angeles mayor. She is a well-known actress. Movies over in is it England? Where she
England.
went?
She's done a couple of movies. She's done some studio stuff here. Been on game shows. That
She's
kind of
been on
she's got her SAG
Queen
card.
Latifah shows.
She's got her SAG, so she's been on stuff.
Chef Ramsay. She's been on that show. She's been on the Queen Silvy show. Got to throw myself in on that too.
Yeah, that's even more important.
And she is here to showcase her latest song. She's done performances for the troops. She's done so much for the community. So much, and we're honored to have her here and share her latest. It just dropped the other day. We have it. We are here to showcase it. Go to her YouTube channel, Diane Pinky Harmon, and subscribe. But enjoy, because you know what? I'm Too Cold. And that's the name of her hit song. Check it out and enjoy it.
Enjoy.
And
check it out. Have a great weekend.
That's right.
Bye.
I keep them on their toes. What I touch turns to gold. We can never be too young. We can never be too old. I puts in the work. I don't know what you've been told. You better bring the fire, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Don't know what you've been told. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Don't know what you've been told. From New York to LA, Miami It's like I hang with Santa. I walk it like I talk it. Yeah, I'm about my business. I'm shooting for the stars. I go beyond the limits. There's no stopping, I'll keep dropping. That's right, I will continue. The vibes that I give you, way colder than an igloo. I keep them on their toes. What I touch turns to gold. We can never be too young. We can never be too old. I puts in the work. I don't know what you've been told. You better bring the fire, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Don't know what you've been told. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Don't know what you've been told. How'd I get this cold? Only heaven knows. It's like I hang around with polar bears and Eskimos. My track record's long, it's one you gotta see. No capping in my rapping, better ask about me. I'm keeping it 100, no laundry I won't fold. You better bring your coats and hat, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. I keep them on their toes, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. You better bring the fire, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. I keep them on their toes, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. You better bring the fire, 'cause baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Don't know what you've been told. I'm too cold. I'm too cold. Baby, I'm too cold. I'm too cold. I'm too cold.